Hello, friends. A lot of you are interested in knowing more about art styles. So, today we'll be discussing on two watercolor styles, and these are two Indian artists. So, all the art lovers, please, you may invite your friends to follow us. So, they will be discussing on two arts today, and for our international followers from different parts of the world, we have followers in Indonesia, Japan, America, Brazil, Africa, many countries, Uganda. So, for all our international followers, our Indian art lovers, this uh, information may be of some interest to you, or it may connect you to various art forms around the world. So, um, this is a beautiful art I just want you to enjoy for the moment before we go more into the discussion. So, do you want to say or text and let us know what is the number one thing which you feel connected with this art? What really is the most eye catching thing in this art? Well, obviously, we know the colors, the beautiful colors, as you can see, the sky, which is very, if you see a very unique and a bold way the artist has portrayed the sky. Mostly you'll see the sky in different colors like purple or blue or navy blue, dark sky. But to have this combination, yellow and red, in the sky is really a kind of a bold experiment with the artist. And look how he has experimented with the gray shades. Now, those of you who know art, those who are art collectors, you can search on Google Podar. So Podar is a very famous watercolor artist in India. People collect his art a lot. This particular work was made in 2007. It's not a very big piece. It's kind of a small size he makes. He's known for his really large size of art. And in your comments, if you could just let us know, what do you like the most here? Is it the central figure? Is that the composition? The sky? Do you think it is morning? It's afternoon? It's like dusk? So there's a kind of a reflection of a village. So those of you who are not from India or you've never been to India, so it's a typical kind of a remote Indian village, and you can see the man is walking in a kind of a plateau area. There's a depth. You can see the element of depth over here. Look at this. There's element of depth. If you're an art student, you'll know it is so difficult. If you come closer, you look at the leaves, right? But if you look at the depth perception, let me show it to you in a different way. So see, in the perception, it looks like a far away. It's a far away view, right? And then whether it has just rained or it's going to rain, or is it a storm coming, or it's a scorching heat, this yellow obviously brings a lot of blazing sun, right? The leaves are scanty and few, and this man, just a dash of orange on his clothes, and you can see what a dramatic effect it brings. It just takes your eye towards the painting, the center of the painting. So I'll wait till you guys put some comments and see what you feel about this art. Do you like it? Is this something you would want to collect? Keep it in your home? You can put the messages on the chat. Okay, so now for those of you who want to see some more of the Indian art, okay, let's discuss about this art. Now, very typical kind of an Indian style of art, but this is from Kolkata. So this, if you see, just to let you know, is known as a wash technique. This is a wash technique, a beautiful art by Sonali. This is, look at this, look at the details. So, what most of the people find attractive about this art is the eyes. And I'll just try to zoom in. So, especially for our art students, for art lovers who want to go into the detail of the art, like if you look at this art from a distance, it's a perfect symmetrical art in a well composed structure. Then the colors, if you see the green and the yellow, and the one thing people ask us is, what is this? A lot of people who are not from India or who don't have the maybe much idea about the cultural significance of this woman or this art. So this is a significance. She's a married woman, and this is known as bindi. So so it appears like this is a beautiful. Hi Crochet, nice to hear from you. Are you an artist? Can you let me know what you like in this art? Now, look at the composition. So how do you compare? So let's see, if you're an art lover, between this composition, which is of a landscape, compared to this. We are talking about these two arts today for our art lovers. What difference do you find, Crochet? Do you see any major difference between the two styles? So let's see. So we are comparing this style of art with the figurative with the landscape. So we'll come back to the landscape. Let's first take our viewers towards the figurative art. So one of the common feedbacks which people give about this art is the way the bold strikes of the pen or the colors, they are bringing audience into the frame, into the discussion. So do you want to let us know what is the most appealing thing you find in this art? So you can put comment for this art, the art by Sonali, or you can, very famous, world famous artist Mr. Poddar. Mr. Poddar, if you want, you can put in comment about this particular art. And then as you can see, this one is a specially framed one. So this is an investor's art. You can invest in these kind of arts, and this is known as a box frame. Look at this box frame, beautifully created box frame. The artist himself created this before selling the art. Whereas this one, you can see, is still to be framed. So is any of you an artist here or an art collector? Do let us know by your chats or by comments. Okay, so let's go one by one. So this art by Sonali is of an Indian woman who is looking straight at the audience. She wants to tell you something. She's looking straight towards you. Very, very geometrically symmetrical work. One thing which is very, very interesting for many people is the kind of jewelry she's wearing. This is a very simple village jewelry she has got, which is not very expensive, but it adds so much to the beauty of this face. The nose pin, the earrings, and then this is something which they put in the forehead. It could be of gold, it could be of silver. Obviously, this is more like a village woman with some silver jewelry. And then in the neck, you can see these white beads. So besides that, it is a composition which attracts the viewer, right? So I'll show it to you from a little bit of a distance. So if you see, right, there's nothing other than the clear kind of an invitation of dialogue. So you could dialogue, you could. Do you find a lot of expressions, or do you think um, the artist is trying to give you just the cultural context, how people dress, how women live in a village, or do you think there's a kind of a dialogue happening here? Now, technique. Do you know what technique is this? While you think about it, let's come to this one, the other one. Okay, so this one you can see is pure watercolor. You can see the lines, the watercolor, how the watercolor is spreading, the plateau, the earth. Whereas this one is a wash technique. Now, if you're an art collector, you'll love to know that a lot of wash technique paintings are available in Kolkata. They are very, very popular for collection, for investment purposes, because it is not easy. The wash technique needs multiple layers of application of the watercolor, then you have to rub it off, then do it again. It's a whole process. And when I was in Kolkata visiting my friends who are from art fraternity in villages of Kolkata, in the big city, one thing was in common. They have kept this style alive in Kolkata. So just Google search wash technique paintings and you'll find a lot of details. They're very famous artists, they're very famous names, but what I suggest when you're investing in art is something which connects to you. Uh, if you're investment artist, if you're investor, obviously you need really big names. But if you're an art collector, art lover, just buy the art which you would want to put on your wall. Any art which speaks to you, the art which brings you some fond memories. I have also like to purchase art from artists who are in the beginning stages. They want support, they want recognition. So thank you, Crochet. Hello, how are you, Crochet? So this one particularly is a very nice piece of work. As you can see, the colors will change. Look at this, the wash technique, the according to the way the painting is displayed in your house, the light effect. Look at the golden yellow color now. And those of you who are into art and those who collect art will appreciate the cleanliness. Look at how clean and how beautifully the expressions, the girl staring at you has been put in. Obviously, she's a married woman here because of her jewelry, her bindi on her forehead. And then before we finish today, so we'll soon be finishing. If you want to give some comments, please write it in the comment box, or if you want to be part of our regular updates on art. So this art was by Mr. Podar. The season has changed. It's a hot day. Whether it's 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. or 2 a.m., you have to guess what time this is. But the starking contrast is the gray foreground and a very bright background. You have, obviously it's not a green vegetation. You can see it's a rugged land. Somebody is going out, whether it's for job or work or trying to shepherd, but we don't see any animals there. So, or somebody just returning home. So artists have their own interpretations. And Mr. Podar, if you are art lover, you would know you can search watercolors by Mr. Podar in India. I told you this is a 2007 work, and this one is by Sonali, right? So, dear friends, it was wonderful to know you. Today we discussed these two art forms. If you're an artist or an art lover, you please leave your resume or your details over here. We do cover the work of artists, young artists, investment art, and because through art you can travel. So today, through this art, we selected two Indian artists. In the past, we have done Australian art, we have done American art, and I'll be bringing more Indian art. So do share this link with your friends, and we'll see you soon at some other time. Thank you. Have a good day. Please share the link with your friends who are art lovers and let them know that we do regular art critique. We invest in art. If you want to let the world know about your art, you can just send us a message. Somebody will get in touch with you to talk about your art. Okay, bye for now.